Hi viewers, I'm Savita Mary, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, St. Joseph College of Arts and Science, Kadalur. Today I'm going to discuss about the topic operators and the subject of numerical methods. Several operators are available. Here I'm going to explain about the operator forward difference operator, backward difference operator and shifting operator. Here the definition of forward difference operator. The forward difference operator is denoted by the symbol del. It is a rectangular symbol and it is defined by del f of x equal to f of x plus h minus f of x. You can change the function like yi. So del yi equal to yi minus yi minus 1, where I denotes the value 0 to n minus 1. So you can interchange the values of I like 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Here the value h is the common differencing order of the variable x. The variable x has a common differencing order which is denoted by the height h, and we can write the differences. These are all called first order differences. The differences are del y naught equal to y1 minus y naught, del y1 equal to y2 minus y1, and so on. The general form is del yi equal to yi plus 1 minus yi. So when you change the values of I, we can get this del y naught and del y1 like this. These are called the first order differences, and the second order differences may have by the same way. And see the second order differences are del squared y naught equal to y2 minus 2y1 plus y naught, which is derived by the calculation del of y1 minus y naught, del y1 minus del y naught, and which is solved by the formula. We can get y2 minus 2y1 plus y naught. And likewise you can get the third order differencing. Third order difference is del cube y naught equal to y3 minus 3y2 plus 3y1 minus y naught, which is also solved by the second order differencing. So second, when you write the del cube value is del squared into del y naught. Likewise you can solve the third order differencing. In general you can calculate other values. And here see the backward difference operator. The backward difference operator is denoted by the triangular, reverse triangular symbol, and the formula is del f of x equal to f of x minus f of x minus h. And here also you can change the function like yi equal to yi minus 1, and changing the values of n I, we can get the general values or the first order differences, first order backward differences. Del y1 equal to y1 minus y naught, del y2 equal to y2 minus y1, and del yn equal to yn minus yn minus 1. And the second order differences are del squared y2, del squared y3, and del squared yn, and so on. And you may not write del squared y1. Okay, second order differencing of del squared y1. So it started from del squared y2. So the answer of del squared y2 is y2 minus 2y1 plus y naught. Then there is another definition. Shifting operator. Shifting operator is denoted by the symbol E, and the formula is E f of x equal to f of x plus h. And likewise you can change the function like yi. So E yi equal to yi plus 1. And the second order differencing of the shifting operator is E squared of f of x equal to E into E of f of x, and E into the shifting operator is f of x plus h. So that again applying that concept, f of x plus 2h we get. So the second shifting operator is f of x plus 2h. So that the value of the height h is increased by 2. When you solve for the third order differencing, we will get f of x plus 3h. Like this, you can get the general value e power n of f of x equal to f of x plus nh, which is the general form of shifting operator. We can interchanging the value of n, we will get the higher order to lower order shiftings. So e1, e2, e3, etc. See the next definition. Inverse shifting operator. So inverse shift operator is defined by the symbol E inverse, and it is the formula is E inverse of f of x equal to f of x minus h. Okay, instead of the value of n, you can write minus, right? So the second order differencing is f of x minus 2h, and the third order difference is f of x minus 3h, like this. And here we are going to see some of the properties, and see the first property. First property is forward differencing of a constant value is equal to 0. The forward differencing of a constant value equal to 0. Del into c is equal to 0. And how is it? And let us consider the given function is f of x equal to c. Then what about f of x plus h? It is also c, because there is no variable, so we can add the interval of h with the variable only. So in the constant value we cannot add the variable h, so that f of x is equal to c, and also f of x plus h is equal to c. And now del of f of x equal to f of x plus h minus f of x. That means forward differencing of c is equal to, the value is c, and f of x is also c. So c minus c equal to 0. So forward differencing of c is equal to 0. And move on to the next property. The forward difference of f of x plus or minus g of x equal to forward difference of f of x plus or minus forward difference of g of x. That is sum of the two functions, the differences of sum of the two functions is equal to differences of the functions addition. Okay, addition of the differences of the function. And see the you can split the differences. Okay, so del f of x plus g of x equal to del f of x plus del g of x. Likewise, you can write the subtraction. Del f of x minus g of x equal to del f of x minus del g of x. Okay, and see the proof. So del of f of x plus g of x equal to f of x plus h plus g of x plus h. You can consider the function, two functions, as a single function, then apply the formula here. We get the first line. Splitting the functions, splitting the common functions, f of x plus h minus f of x plus g of x plus h minus g of x, we get separate functions, order of the separate functions. Then combining the functions, we get f of x plus h minus f of x is forward difference of f of x. G of x plus h minus g of x is the forward difference of g of x. So we get the proof. Likewise, you can prove the subtraction also. Interchanging the plus sign to minus sign, we will get the subtraction procedure. This is del of f of x minus g of x equal to del of f of x minus del of g of x. Okay, it is easy to solve. Next, we will move on to the next property. The next property is, see the third property, del of c of f of x equal to c del f of x. Okay, so and that means any constant value is multiplied with the function, the constant value will exist out of the forward difference. That is the property. See the, so del of c of f of x equal to c into del f of x. And when you apply the formula, del of c of f of x equal to c into f of x plus h minus c into f of x. taking the common value, the constant value is a common value outside the function, formula function, we get c into f of x plus h minus f of x. You know, f of x plus h minus f of x is the forward differencing, so c into del f of x, we get that. And see the next property, the property is del power m into del power n f of x equal to del power m plus n f of x. And you have to prove the different powers of the forward differences will be addition of the forward differencing. The powers will be addition of the forward differences. And see the del power m into del power n f of x equal to del into del m times and del into del n times. So there are m times multiplication and n times multiplication. When you combine the two multiplication, we will get m plus n times multiplication. Okay, so this is nothing but just imagine del squared into del power 3 is the multiplication, means first function is del squared, that means you have to multiply 2 times del into del. Del power 3 means you have to multiply 3 times del into del. So when you combining the two values del into del into del into del, it will comes 5 times, that means del 5 times it is exist, that means 3 plus 2. So likewise we can write m del power m and del power n can be written as m plus n times, so that it exists del power m plus n of f of x. And the next property is addition of several functions. So del of f1 of x plus f2 of x etc. fn of x will exist, and del f1 of x, f2 of x etc. Okay. And then del of f of x into g of x equal to f of x into del of g of x plus g of x into del f of x is the multiplication property. So we can write the forward differencing of multiplication functions are likewise. And the next property is division of the forward differencing operator. And see the del of f of x divided by g of x equal to g of x del f of x minus f of x del g of x divided by g of x into g of x plus h. And how to prove this? And see, you have to write the formula for this assessing. You have to consider f of x divided by g of x as a single function and apply the formula there. So f of x plus h divided by g of x plus h minus f of x divided by g of x. The single fraction is like a single function. Okay, so first applied the formula, then taking a cross multiplication. So from the first numerator f of x plus h, multiply the second denominator g of x minus second numerator f of x, multiply the first denominator g of x plus h, that is the cross product. So f g of x into f of x plus h minus f of x into g of x plus h divided by the both. You have to write the denominator, both the two numerators, denominators, but the two denominators are g of x into g of x plus h. And now you have to add and subtract a different function, because I have to arrange the functions like f of x and g of x as a single function order to solve the problem. So I'm going to add and subtract the value f of x into g of x minus f of x into g of x, which our convenient way we can add and subtract the function. So I need the function f of x into g of x. So I have added and subtracted the function, and now combining the functions where the common values. Here g of x and g of x are common in the first two terms, so I have taken as a common value g of x, and the remaining written in the bracket f of x plus h minus f of x, minus then the common function is f of x, and the remaining written in the bracket g of x plus h minus g of x. Okay, so I have taken two different common values in the two terms. by the order, and the denominator as it is g of x and g of x plus h. And now see there within the bracket f of x plus h minus f of x is the forward difference of f of x, which is the formula for forward differencing of f of x, and the bracket value g of x plus h minus g of x is the forward differencing of g of x. So we can write g of x into del f of x minus f of x into del g of x divided by the denominator as it is the given denominator g of x into g of x plus h. And see, when you take in the function f of x as a common function, and see the third step, minus f of x g of x plus h plus f of x g of x. We need a minus sign in between g of x plus h minus g of x, so that I have taken a negative as a common value. So minus f of x as a common value. So we get a negative value in between the function g of x plus h minus g of x. Okay, if you multiply the function minus f of x with g of x plus h and g of x, we get the middle value is plus, because minus into minus plus, so there is no change. So when you add and subtract some values, there is no change because a negative and positive can cancel that value. And see, it is a very simple calculation. Likewise, we can solve the differences of f of forward differences of f of x divided by g of x equal to g of x into del f of x minus f of x into del g of x divided by g of x into g of x plus h, which is one of the important property. I hope you have understood the concept, and we'll see the next video. Thank you.